Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming out to the beautiful Tallahassee evening. A little bit windy, but a gorgeous sky and shining honor. We're excited about this year's games. How about you? Thanks to our City of Tallahassee communications team and our WCOT Channel 13, we are streaming live on the city's Facebook page, then again through Tallahassee Senior Center. Several opportunities to share with your friends tonight. My name is Ciola Grant, and I'm the Senior Services Manager for the Tallahassee Senior Center. It is my privilege to bring to you some opening remarks tonight to celebrate the 17th Annual Capital City Senior Games, hosted by the City of Tallahassee. Kicking off this evening with a ceremonial torch run in true Olympic style, the City Capital Senior Games are being hosted February 25th through March 17th of 2026, opening to ages 50 and up. Yes, if you're not reached that age yet, we still have opportunities for you to volunteer. Today, we would like to welcome Teresa Gosby. She will be playing the Star Spangled Banner for us with her harmonica. Please join us in removing your hats. Thank you, Teresa.
All right, Teresa.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah. You're gonna be on TV.
Yeah.
And face Mr. Gill. There you go.
Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
I use microphone.
In the mic? Yeah. Turn it here. Yep. Yep.
Ready?
There you go. Yeah! All right! Woo! All righty then.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Teresa. We appreciate that so much.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Teresa.
It is my privilege to introduce Mayor Pro Tem Curtis Richardson to bring our opening remarks for the Senior Games hosted by the City of Tallahassee.
All right. All right. Good evening. Good evening. It is a pleasure to be here in this warm weather we got in Florida. But it is an absolute pleasure to be here. I'm Curtis Richardson, the Mayor Pro Tem of the City of Tallahassee. I'm filling in this afternoon for our Mayor, John Daly. He had another commitment and couldn't make it, but I'm sure he's here in spirit. And on behalf of my colleagues on the commission, our city manager, Reese Gold, we want to welcome you to Cascades Park, one of our premier parks here in our All-America city, which she has 3 times now been named. That deserves a hand of applause. Okay, I'm honored to be here to celebrate the opening of the 17th annual Capital City Senior Games with the official torch run. This impressive series of events is one that I look forward to each year. Y'all, I've made it there myself. In October of this year, I'll be 70 years old. I told somebody earlier when I relieve myself of my duties on the commission, I'm going to participate in the games. This impressive series of events is one, again, that I look forward to each year. Like the Winter Olympics that just concluded in Italy, the Capital City Senior Games ignite a joyful spirit that celebrates sportsmanship and community. They also help keep Tallahassee's growing senior population active, healthy, and engaged. Yeah, absolutely. Even if you don't compete, I encourage you to attend the events and cheer on the competitors. Or better yet, volunteer if you don't want to compete. Let me share some impressive numbers about the Capital City Senior Games. Last year, 742 athletes from 50 Florida cities and 4 other states participated in 21 different sports. We're hoping to beat that number this year. Are we going to do it? Yes. 9 athletes who participated in the 2025 games were in their 90s. 9. We've got a young lady I understand here this evening with us is 96 years old. We're so proud of her. She's interviewing for the television audience right now. So. If you don't think you're an athlete, that's okay. All fitness levels are welcome, and several events are non-competitive, like tonight's 1-mile fun walk. I'd like to thank the Tallahassee Senior Services team, led by Ciola Grant, for the great work you do in offering activities and opportunities that encourage active living for adults 50 plus. Thank you as well. Yeah, let's give them a hand. Thank you as well to the larger Parks, Recreation, and Neighborhood Affairs team led by Ashley Edwards. Is Ashley here? She's here in spirit, but yeah, let's give Ashley a hand. She does a tremendous job. Okay, I also want to thank our amazing sponsors. Please raise your hand if you are a sponsor. Any of our sponsors here? Okay, thank you all so much for sponsoring our senior games this year. Again, it is my pleasure and privilege to participate in this opening ceremony. I look forward to seeing you at some point over the next 2 weeks or few weeks at the games, and to all the athletes, good luck.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Curtis Richardson. And as he said, we are growing and we're going to break records this year. Currently, we have over 629 athletes registered as of today, and we are shooting for 800 this year. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, it's still time to register if you haven't signed up. There are even more sports this year, 23 different sports in 22 different venues among our city locations, as well as with our community partners, and a host of volunteers that help us make this happen. As well as I would like to thank our sponsors this evening. Our primary sponsor is Capital Health Plan, who does so much for our community. Thank you so much. And our senior center, they're represented by Mr. Richard Winterholler, as well as our Medicare manager, Mr. Justin Skitterbetts, his vice president of sales and marketing with Capital Health Plan. And with us this evening, Dr. Amy Neal. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate all the support throughout the years, as well as our sponsor with Audiology and Associates, Ms. Melissa Corson and Dr. Aaron Lackinger and their team, because they volunteer and continue year after year to do our swimming event. And once again this year have not failed and come through for us. So thank you so much. I would not like to also thank, of course, our Parks and Rec team, as well as all of our staff who have come out and supported us throughout the years and today. Now, time for our torchbearers as we thank them and bring them up, our athletes, our volunteers, and all of our fans that have come out to root them on as we come to Cascades Park to do our torch walk as well as our fun walk. So introducing the athletes is Nick Gandy. Of the Florida Sports Foundation, and we'll have several sports and athletes that are represented today. You are welcome to join us in on the walk with the torch and help show your support to our athletes. Thanks to our partners with Visit Tallahassee and the Sports Council and the Sports Foundation, the Friends of Parks, and the Tallahassee Senior Foundation. Always behind the scenes, we have those putting in the work, and we'd like to recognize and thank Ms. Cindy Mead, who is our Manager of Operations with Parks and Recreation. Thank you so much, Cindy. And all of our event coordinators, as well as that come through for our competition sites. In just a few minutes, we'll bring our torch forward and have the games begin by Dr. Amy Neal and our bringing back Mayor Pro Tem Curtis Richardson with the City of Tallahassee to get this started. Today we have carrying the torch, representing CHP, our longtime supporter and sponsor, Dr. Amy Neal. Phaedra Hawkins Brown, representing the Fun Walk, and Leon.
All right, Phaedra.
Yes, the Lincoln Center Neighborhood Center. Yes. Rod Hoke, representing the Pickleball Clubs of Tallahassee. Thank you so much, Rod. Woo, I'm about to go away. We're gonna make it through this win. Miss Addie Carroll Beal, thank you, representing the Fun Walk in the Senior Games this year.
All right.
Sharon Wolf, representing Power Lifting. You go, girl.
Woo-hoo.
Johnny Brown, JB, representing golf in the Senior Games. Yes, JB.
Right, JB.
Miss Shirley Sam Butler, representing bowling. Thank you. JC Betty, representing power lifting. I love it.
All right, JC.
And Donna Harris, representing the bag toss, bunchy ball, bowling, fun walk, horseshoes, water, aerobics, track and field. That's what I'm talking about. Representing it all. Now, sending it back to Nick Gandy and to introduce our first torchbearer for our lighting. And with the wind, we will begin.
And we're off. Dr. Amy Neal is the first torchbearer to bring the torch over the bridge to be lit. Dr. Neal is a board-certified family, lifestyle, and obesity medicine physician at Centerville Place. She grew up locally on a farm in Tallahassee and chose to stay in her hometown where she received her bachelor's degree from Florida State University. She continued there to complete medical school and after completing her residency with the Family Medicine Residency Program at Tallahassee Memorial, she joined Capital Health Plan as an urgent care physician and later joined the physician group of Capital Health Plan as a primary care physician. Dr. Neal believes in being a good listener and making time for patients when they're sick or injured. She values a holistic approach with an emphasis on prevention and preserving vitality and has a special interest in nutrition, physical fitness, and anti-aging. And now Mayor Richardson, Pro Tem Mayor Richardson, will pass the torch off to Phaedra Hawkins Brown, who is making her way on the first leg of the 2026 Capital City Senior Games Torch Run. She is a supervisor at the Lincoln Neighborhood Service Center, overseeing the facility and programs for seniors, after school and summer enrichment programs for children and young adults. She is a literal newcomer to the Capital City Senior Games and is making her debut in the Fun Walk once the torch run is complete. Her career in sports and other activities is a long and storied one. She played college volleyball at Florida Community College and Florida A&M University. She was the first volleyball coach at Childs High School and held the same role at Florida High School. And as an administrator, she was the assistant athletic director for academics and compliance and the senior women's administrator for the Florida A&M University Rattlers. She began recruiting Capital City Senior Games participants last year through her senior programs and has almost 30 in attendance for the Fun Walk tonight. She has passed the torch to Rodney Hauk, who is competing in his 14th consecutive Capital City Senior Games since he started in 2013. He was a basketball shooting athlete and began playing pickleball in 2014. He will play pickleball this year in the 75 to 79 age group. He also played pickleball in the Florida Senior Games from 2015 through 2017 and traveled to the 2022 and 2023 National Senior Games with his men's doubles partner, Fred Markham. Rodney moved to Tallahassee in 1959, where he said you could count the number of traffic lights on your fingers. He attended and graduated from Rickards High School and is now a proud Capital City Senior Games and Florida Senior Games athlete. Rodney is passing the torch to Addie Carol Beal. Addie has spent her life helping those in need of those who needs help. She supports and listens to those in need of a better life. She's here tonight as a torch bearer and is living her best life. Tonight is her only night participating in the 2026 Capital City Senior Games. Until 2021, Addie was the Tallahassee Senior Center staff member as a participant and volunteer services coordinator. She was a member of the Tallahassee Senior Center Advisory Council and a graduate of Tallahassee Active Lifelong Leaders. Addie serves as a volunteer with many local nonprofit organizations, including programs assisting teenage girls and pancreatic cancer patients. Addie is now passing the torch to Sharon Wolf, who started competing in the Capital City Senior Games powerlifting event in 2019 with the Bodytech Gym in Crawfordville and has not looked back. She won a gold medal in the 2025 Capital City Senior Games with a bench press of 75 pounds and also deadlifted 155 pounds. She started powerlifting over 10 years ago after reading an article that told her lifting weights builds muscle and helps as you age. She also attends yoga classes to further strengthen her muscle and hopes to increase her bench press and deadlift totals by 5 pounds in the 2026 games. Best of luck to you, Sharon. in the powerlifting competition on March 10th at Planet Fitness. Now carrying the torch is Johnny Brown, who is quite a figure among local golfers. He picked up the game on the advice of his doctor after a second heart attack in the early 2000s. Since that time, he has twice served as the president of the Jake Gaither Golf Association and plays with some of Tallahassee's top golfers. He won a gold medal in the 2024 Capital City Senior Games in the 65 to 69 age group, shooting a 78. Besides his abilities on the golf course, Brown has started playing pickleball and is on the courts 4 times a week. Johnny tees it up tomorrow morning at Heileman Golf Course with over 100 other golfers. Now we have Sam Butler carrying the torch, who returns to the Capital City Senior Games, looking to become the age group record holder in a third age group. She set the 75 to 79 age group record in 2015 and the 80-84 age group record in 2020. She was the Florida Senior Games women's singles record holder in the 75 to 79 age group after setting it in 2016 before it was broken. She won a National Senior Games medal in 2015 in Minneapolis and competed in the 2017 National Senior Games. She and her family became the first mother, father, and child to compete together in the Florida Senior Games in 2014 when she bowled, her husband Pete played golf, and her son Pete, who's here tonight, competed in cycling events. Now with the torch is J.C. Beatty. J.C. and his wife Catherine are the patriarch and matriarch of a family of athletic successes. All 4 of their grandchildren played or are playing collegiate baseball. The Beattys were instrumental in developing the first youth baseball league in Wakulla County in the 1970s. JC is competing in powerlifting along with several other athletes from the Body Tech Gym in Crawfordville and has had a membership at the gym for many years. He is a powerlifting record holder in the 75 to 79 and 80 to 84 age groups and last competed in the 2024 Capital City Senior Games and had a bench press of 190 pounds. J.C. worked for the city of Tallahassee at the Arva Hopkins Power Plant for 30 years, all while advocating a life of physical fitness and activity. We're now rounding the corner at the edge of the Cascades Park Amphitheater where Toto will be in concert tomorrow night, and J.C. is handing the torch to our final torchbearer of the 2026 Capital Senior Games Torch Run. And this is Donna Harris, who has competed in the Capital City Senior Games for the last 8 or 9 years, according to her. This year, she will be participating in 6 events of the 23 sports and events offered at the 2026 Games. She admits she loves to bowl, but says she's not too good. But she bowls at least twice a month with a group from the Smith-Williams Center on Friday mornings. Donna has lived in Tallahassee her whole life and graduated from the Lively Vocational and Technical School. She worked in the registration department at Tallahassee Memorial Hospital for 31 years. Wow. Besides her Capital City Senior Games activities, Harris keeps active by working part-time at the Simply 10 clothing store, volunteering for Big Bend Hospice, and serving a prison ministry 3 times a month. Thank you to all the torchbearers who have made the lap around the Cascades Park Amphitheater, Edison Restaurant, and fountains. Best of luck to you all this year at the Capital City Senior Games.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Participate in some bag toss or horseshoes while we're out. Also visit our finest Tallahassee Police Department for some complimentary snow cones. A little chilly, but thank you for Tallahassee Memorial with the animal therapy. Thank you. We love the dogs for bringing them out, the service animals. And we hope to see you at the Tallahassee Senior Center. I also want to thank our Deputy City Manager, Karen Germanville, and her dad for coming out and participating with us this evening. I encourage each of you to meet a new person, set some new records this year. Go for the goal. Go. We would like everyone to participate in the fun walk. If you can just go around one more time, you warmed up now and you're ready. We will have our walking around the Nancy Van Vessen 1 mile path, and this will be led by Michael Body, our supervisor of the Tallahassee Senior Center right here. Follow along as we go along the path and kick off this year of the Senior Games for 2026. Thank you all.